So Group B is on the way. It is the earliest of finals in Tbilisi, 9:30 local time.
It starts in 5.
And we'll have one from the top and 5 anywhere else.
1. Are you ready for powerlifting? This is the women's up to 73 kilo category. 40 kilos on the bar. First attempt. Sinapon Sitmonti, Thailand.
Well, here is one of our 2 major championship debutants in this Group B. Siraporn Tipmontri going for 40 kilos. She is 25 years old, only turned 25 a couple of weeks ago. This would be for a new lifetime best of 40. Six in this group and 7 in Group A. With the customary, mandatory 30-minute gap between the two. Because right now that's live. So this for 40 to get this competition rolling. And Siraporn has that, a new lifetime best, and that is championship career started, and if it continues in the same vein, she'll be doing well. We're going all the way up to 85 kilos in this opening round. Tipmontri by this stage would have had a couple of Southeast Asian Games, the ASEAN Power Games under a belt, but they've been called off. Kanako Mizui is next for Japan, 61, her lifetime best from one of the Paralympic build-up events in January. And she's trying to break that straight away, looking for 63, so you can't fault the ambition.
The bar is ready, 63 kilos, representing Japan. Mizue Kanako, first attempt.
So Zoe Kanako coming up for 63. First Global Championship, 5th in the America's Open Championship in Bogota in 2018. She was 5th in that, good result. Silver in one of those big Tokyo build-up events at the start of last year. Silver in the Japanese Championships at the start of this year. And her coach, Takeyoshi Okamoto, who, as we always say, is not necessarily the person who's on stage. And I was talking to one athlete yesterday whose country had sent her alone. So the person on stage with her, she had to recruit 30 minutes before she was due on stage. And failing that, it would have been a spotter doing it for her in those circumstances. She's got 20 seconds to go here as Kanako. For lifetime, that's 63. 5 seconds. Got there just in time. There's 2 seconds left on the clock. She got it. She got it. 63, all 3 white lights there. 2 seconds left on the clock. There have been some Bond films that they haven't left it that late. But she made it work. She is our new leader, and here is the woman who wants to succeed her. It's a major championship debutante as well. So let's see what Edenur Boyraz can do for Turkey. She's 25 years old. February 1996, and aiming for a new lifetime best of 70. Have to clean the bar, have to clean everything. So slight delays between the lifts compared to what we usually see in previous World Championships, when we didn't need to worry about things like that. So Edenur Boyraz coming now. So this for 70 to take the lead by 7. There she comes at 70. And she's got that too. This is all good and positive. We're ploughing through Group B very quickly. The 2 championship debutants that we've had have had a clean bill of health, and everybody so far has secured a new lifetime best. That's what you want to see. Nice, positive lift. Larissa Marinkova is next for Moldova, 90-year lifetime best from Rio 2016. She finished 7th in that. Just finished 8th in the Tokyo Paralympic Games, which was her 4th Paris. 12th in the last World Championships in Nur-Sultan. It was her best ever result. Her only result, because in her 2 previous Worlds, no mark, wiped out both times. Bronze in the 2013 European Championships in Aleksandr in Russia. 4th in the 2 subsequently since then. And we've seen her in para-athletics most recently, or most particularly in the European Championships in Grosseto in 2016 in the shot put. 71. Well, the curiosity is, I was about to say her lifetime best is 20 kilos above that, and she misses out. Chest sequence all the way, I'm afraid to say. That was her 71. She was originally pitching herself at 77. It was the chest sequence all the way. Next up from the RPC Galina, Marin-Seva, 96, a lifetime best from the last Worlds in Nur-Sultan. She finished 10th in that. That's her only major championship up to this point. Galia Marantseva, she's from Syktyvkar. She's the 2014 Russian parachuting champion. She's from pretty far north, by the way, in Russia as well. Not due north, but northeast of Moscow. So at 80 to take the lead. And that's what she's done. 3 out of 3. So Marantseva out in front, and that's a nice positive start. So we've 1 to go in this opening round, and Sona Agon is coming. It's the Bangkok World Cup where she got a lifetime best there of 90 kilos back in May, going for 85 here to take the lead. Former Southeast Asian Games champion in 2015, bronze in that Bangkok World Cup this year, and 10th in the World Championships in 2017 in Mexico City. She lifted 62 to win that Asian Para Games crown in Singapore. Lifted 70 at that Seoul World Championship she's had before today. A 90 for that lifetime best, and finishing 3rd in Bangkok, where the title, the gold, was claimed by Sybil Cham, and we'll be seeing her later as well from Turkey. So 30 seconds to roll. They always have absolutely fabulous kits as well, to Malaysia. And they've got athletic singlets like that too. It's very, really good, successful para-athletes. 15 seconds to go. She's bided her time on the bench, got herself settled, got 85, and lifted it. All 3, it's a whiteout, and it is very close to her lifetime best.
This concludes round number 1. Round number 2 starts with a rack height of 14 and a weight of 43 kilos.
Hits the front, got the lift. And that's round 1 done. Sona Agon of Malaysia is our leader. Galina Marantseva of the RPC in 2nd with 80. Edina Boyraz 3rd on 70 for Turkey, the championship debutante. The other first-timer, Siraporn Titmontri, had a new lifetime best of 40 in the opening round, going for 43 here. This will keep her in 2nd spot. It's only 3 added on. But she started really well at 40. Good prospects here. To 43. She's got it raised, and that is clean. So it's her second lifetime best of the morning. That's good. Maybe after raising that and sticking it back of the rack, she didn't look the most confident, but she'd every reason to be. That's really good and comfortable lift. Second lifetime best of the morning. And she has a lot to be happy about, and rightly so. So Misui Kanako is next. Misui's the family name. And you'll notice during the Paralympic Games and the Olympics, it's pretty much the first time in a global sporting event that they have arranged the name as it is read in Japan with a surname first, which is obviously how it's done in China and Korea as well. I suppose if the games are coming from Japan, there were enough people telling them, oh, you know, that's how we do it here, same way as you come here, and you're told, no, you don't call it the Blisi, it's Bilisi. Or else. She's added 1 to the board. She'll stay in 4th place. And 64 is her target here. It'll be a lifetime best. Again, if she does it, it was 61 coming into this competition. From the powerhouse, the Kuba Club. So 64. That's good. She left herself 12 seconds this time. That was more than enough. And it is her second lifetime best of the day. Well, we've only had 1 lift all morning. That's a nice little celebration wheeling up, I'll tell you. So the only miss so far has come from Larissa Marienkova of Moldova, but she's going to follow her set pattern. So she's jumping up 4 kilos here. So she missed 71 in the opening round. She's going to go for 75 here. Her lifetime best is 90. So she's done this before, but that's never a guarantee of anything. It's always A different competition every day, always different set of circumstances, different build-up, different surroundings. And definitely there's been a different feel to this. It's been run in a bubble like so many top sporting events have been this year. The European bronze medalist from 8 years ago, based in Chisinau. She's also been a para swimmer as well as the athletics. The flag bearer for Moldova at the 2016 Paralympic Games in Rio. Well, this will put her into the bronze medal position if she's got this right, and I'm afraid not. And it's the chess sequence again. Didn't seem to hang around there too much. It's the second time this happened to her. That's something to be worked on. So back again for Turkey and aiming for a lifetime best once more. It's Edinur Boyraz lying in third and aiming for second spot. It's quite a lot in this Group B who are really young and who are sort of starting on their path into international para-powerlifting action. Added 10 to the bar here, so she's gone for something very confident. Big leap, it'll be another big lifetime best for her, and she's done it. There you go. 3 out of 3. White out. That's really solid. Well, she felt she had that in her. She was left waiting a little bit there before she learned that she'd gone up into the 80s in her competitive lifting life. Her compatriot Sybil Cham comes in Group A. So now a chance to leap into the top for Galina Marantseva of the RPC. She's lying third. This to go top, aiming for 86. Which is 10 below her lifetime best. So this for 86 for Marantseva. Coached by Alexander Daryakov usually. She cleared 80 pretty well. Ooh, not 86 though. All against her on the press sequence, I'll tell you. Every single one of the referees voted her down on that. When you get agreement like that, well, you'd have to say that they're probably right, and that didn't look as if it was pressed evenly up. Chest sequence is okay to them all. The press sequence was the only thing that they all voted for, or voted it down for, if you like. So anyway, one more lift to go in this second round. It is Sona Agon of Malaysia, lifted 85 in the opening round. This for 90, and this would equal a lifetime best. Friend got involved in the sport back in 2014. She used to work in a coffee shop. And two of the regular customers said, why don't you give this a go? It's amazing how similar these stories tend to be. You know, you might want to try some powerlifting, and here she is in the World Championships again. Jamil Adam is her regular national coach. So for 90, which would be the best lift of her life, it's not gone her way. It's all three against. Two for the press sequence, the other for the bar control. That's not worked out for her. A 10th in her last World Championships. If she maintains this, the worst she'll finish is 8th. Of course, she could lift, and there might be a couple of misses in Group A. That would lift her up the final standings. Sana Agon still leads for Malaysia on 85. Edanur Boyraz second for Turkey on 80, along with Galina Maranseva, who's third for the OPC. Kanaka Mizeye fourth on 64. It's been a good morning so far for Siraporn Tip Montre. 2 lifetime bests and going for her third and 45. She's the youngest to lift in Group B, but there are 4 younger than her in Group A actually. Mariana D'Andrea, Brittany Renzi of Ireland, Zara Al-Abaidi. It was actually in my original list for this, but I'm pretty sure she competed yesterday. So aiming for 45. This is where the real strain comes in. And the spotters have had to help out in the end there. So she doesn't get that. So 43, a little pout. But 43 was probably the wisest move to go for in round 2. Then 45 was just a bit too much. But she can try and build up towards that. in training in future. Spotters had to come in there, just wasn't going to go up. Our centre referee just said, right, that's the end of that. Stalling, and you could just see it was just too much. So that could have been a third lifetime best for her. Let's see if there's one coming for Kanako and Zue for Japan. This for 68. Really encouraging the amount of lifters from Japan who have come through. Helps obviously with the Paralympic Games and looking to develop athletes for that, but also the hosting of the Asia Oceania Championships 3 years ago, which was the first championships that they had staged. And they won their first championship medals of any kind in that too. First international championship medals. But she didn't make a debut at that, it was the next event after that, the Americas in Bogota. And she's done enough on the World Cup circuit since then to qualify these World Championships. There you go, 68. Her third lifetime best of the morning. They're all satisfied with that. That's what you want to see. She's fourth, she's gone to new levels this morning, reaches 68, and that's all great to see. Well, it's been a fruitful morning for Kanako. Now Larissa Marienkova, not so much from Moldova. She's at 2 misses at 71 and 75, and on both times it's been the chest sequence. So can she eradicate that difficulty? These are the lengths that are needed between each and every lift. I remember watching when the Corona explosion had happened first last year, so there was hardly any sport going on anywhere. I remember watching TV coverage of football from some far-flung location where there were TV interviews being done in football, and the presenter was having to disinfect the microphone between every interview. Has to be done here, and that's why we've got the 30-minute gap between groups. It's got to be done. So it's going to be 75 kg. This is her third and last attempt. Let's hope she gets this right anyway, because she's missed 2 already. You don't want to see anybody come to a World Championship and miss out altogether. And that is what has happened. It's 2-1 against. It's the chess sequence on both, and also the press sequence for one of our referees and the bar control for the other. So, Larissa Marienkova, it is no mark for her. It's a wipeout at these World Championships. She was 8th at the Paralympics, 7th in Rio. And for a 4th World Championships, it's the 3rd one in which she's had a wipeout. That's unfortunate. Galina Marintseva is next up, but you know, it's what athletes in different sports will always say in para sport. It is competitive sport. Competitive sport is cruel. It's meant to be. This isn't a charity. Nobody wants a free pass. And they're definitely not giving out in this sport. C'est la vie. The organisers of the Dubai World Cup earlier this year who dug out this piece of music, the kind of thing which makes you think you've been hearing it for 30 years, but only came out last year. Because I know a lot of people like the music that gets played and stuff like this, and some hate it, but never mind. Anyway, 86, last attempt from Marintseva. This would move her up into the lead. Hasn't happened, 2-1 against. 80 is where she pitches in at in 3rd spot. And 2 goes at 86. She has lifted 96 in her career. And does not get any further than that. It's been a terrific morning as well for Edinur Boyraz of Turkey, going for 86. This will be 3 out of 3. .70 and 80 she's cleared already, this for 86. And this would be the lead. So she's showing some good ambition to try and overtake Sona Egon. So, 86, is this the lead? Afraid not, all 3 against her on the chess sequence this time. Got it raised though. Let's study that old chess sequence then. Ooh, yeah, it was kind of brought it down and then realised, hang on, it's not there yet, so brought it down a bit more. So yeah, you're not going to get that, I'm afraid. But she's had a really good morning. 2 clearances means that Sona Egon has won Group B, and she lead going into Group A. She's already lifted 85. She missed 90. Now we're getting a lot of misses in this last round. Only 1 success for Kanako Masui of Japan. Here goes Sona Egon for Malaysia. It's been a good few major championships held there. Had 2 world championships there already. Same as Dubai, which gets its 3rd in 2 years' time. at 91. And that, by 1 kilo, would be a lifetime best. If she can pull this off. Kept it rolling. Oh, it was only 4 seconds left on the clock when she lifted that. It was 2-1 against. It was the chess sequence that she was voted down on. And the press sequence by 1. It was slowing down, but she was okay. No illegality with that. But the chess sequence went against her. 85 her best then. So she doesn't get a lifetime best. The chess sequence is a similar story to what we saw a few moments ago from Edenor. Kind of didn't dwell around the chest enough, needed more contact, and it wasn't the stop that they're looking for. So Sona Agon gets top spots going into Group A. She's on 85. Edenor Boyraz for Turkey in second on 80. Galina Malintseva on 80 and third for the RPC. Kanako Mizui Kanako for Japan. Only one who got all the clearances up to 68. Lifetime best for her and for Boyraz and for Tip Montry, the championship debutante, who cleared 43. Couldn't make it a hat-trick of lifts for her. And Larissa Marienkova of Moldova, unfortunately, a wipeout for her. So the next group underway you'll see in just about half an hour's time, as everything's got to be cleaned up. So we'll leave you with some highlights of what we've seen so far. And the fact that group went so quickly, we can nearly just play the whole thing out again for you. It's been a nice morning.